Every man has a wild beast within him, and you gotta be a beast. That's the only way they will respect you.
When the sun rises, I wake up and chase my dreams. I won't regret when the sun sets, 'cause I live my life like I'm a beast. I'm a motherfucking 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 beast.
I don't party every night. I don't get wasted. I don't pop bottles. I work out. I don't bother you, so don't judge me. You can have the clubs and the flashy life. I'll take the darkness at the gym all day, every day.
I control my breath, keep my body ready, focus on the finish, and keep my head steady. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Watch out! I'm a motherfucking beast. I'm a fucking beast. I'm a motherfucking beast. Fucking motherfucking beast. I'm a motherfucking beast.
That's why we live in this world.
You know what? I'm a motherfucking beast. 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 You know what? I'm a beast. Picture me climbing tooth and nail till I'm at the top. Jump without a net, never break a sweat, 'cause I live my life like it's all I got. I'll never flinch, I'll never close my eyes. Have you ever seen a beast show fear before it dies? All day, all night, building my life. I'm a motherfucking beast. I'm a fucking beast. I'm a motherfucking beast. Fucking motherfucking beast. I'm a motherfucking beast. You know what? 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 I'm a motherfucking.
I don't want a physique that looks average, something that's reachable. I want something that's unattainable, that looks like so hard to get, you know, but any of you guys can reach that physique too, because it's all in the mind. If the mind can conceive it, you will achieve it, okay? Because normal sucks.
I'm a motherfucking beast. I'm a motherfucking beast. Fucking motherfucking beast.
The king!
We learn and perform impossible things because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion.
Focus on the finish. Focus on the finish. Focus on the finish. Focus on the finish. All day. Focus on the finish. All night. Focus on the finish. Finish like it's all I got. 'Cause it's all I got. Like it's all I got. Cause it's all I got.
Genetics. Genetics is a million times more important than people will ever understand when it comes to bodybuilding. In saying that, when it comes to anything in life, genetics is one of the most important aspects. A quick example is if you're 5'2" and you want to be a professional basketball player, guess what? You're not going to be a professional basketball player. Sorry, you got dealt a fucked hand and you're not going to be a basketball player. And it's the same with bodybuilding. Some guys are given incredible genetics as far as their structure, their capability of putting on muscle, their joints, their muscle bellies, how full they are, where they attach, how long they are, how short they are, how small their waist is. This is all genetics given by God. These are things you can't necessarily change. If you have shitty genetics, there's not much you can do. You can become the best that you can become. But to become the #1 bodybuilder in the world, it's probably not going to happen. Bodybuilding is not about being the biggest. It's about genetics, aesthetics. It's about symmetry. There's a lot to it. Anyone out there who sees someone better is always gonna say, oh yeah, that's because of this, that's because, no, motherfuckers, because they work their ass off and because they have great genetics. And just because you ain't shit doesn't mean you have to take away from how great they are.
If it was possible, this would be too fucking big. But once again, it's not possible. So even this cartoon character you see before you, Stan Lee can't draw no shit like that. Look at that. But it ain't fucking possible. If you think I'm just talking shit here, let me ask that. Kai Green is such thing as too big? No, sir. He thought I just made that shit up. That's Kai Green right there. He said the same motherfucking thing.
So much for you to do that in your life. I want you to live the life you came here to live. To be you, not be anybody else.
If I'm eating 12 meals a day, I'm training 3 hours a day, and I'm sleeping 10 hours a day, I'm gonna get better fucking results. The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
But right now, we gotta win this game. We gotta take it to them every single play. We need a turnover. We need something to happen. And I know every single one of you can do that.
You knock down doors. You kick down walls. And anyone who tells you you can't, you take your fears, your insecurities, your worries, you roll them all up into a ball, you turn those son of bitches sideways and stick them straight up the candy ass.
You gotta get them in wherever you can, whenever you can.
Oh, come on, come on.
Squeeze it! The fucking slaughter!
Listening to me because I did the impossible. People told me that I would never be Mr. Olympia. Where are those people now? They're still saying that I won't win my 5th. That's where they're at. So what really do they know?
Your steps do not happen randomly by chance. Plan and plan. It's your responsibility to plan, to prepare. This is your dream.
Doing things at the fullest, which I learned through my whole life. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it all the way. I thought, okay, I'm going to be a bodybuilder and I'm going to take it as far as I can take it.
Stimulation. I know a lot of you guys are focused on weights, but ideally, we want to focus on the contraction. Feeling the muscle work.
Yup!
I've got to do to succeed, because all in all, those type of people are nothing but distraction. It's just the fog that we put in our mind, see? And it's something that I don't really talk about very much because I just go out and do it, see? Other bodybuilders that you guys may interview and this and that fans maybe like, they talk about it way too much while I'm there doing it.
What does it feel like being the champion? journey to get to where I am, but I would walk it all over again, and I have no regrets. And it created the environment and the situations and the family that I have today. So I'm very blessed, and I owe a lot of that to this art form and lifestyle. My life, the path that I've walked has always been against the grain, I guess you could say, right? Against the grain. I never strive to try and be different. I just was different, and I wasn't about to mold myself into what everybody else thinks is socially acceptable or the norm. I see that as that's not really living. If you're not living in a way that you wake up every day and you're completely happy, how are you living? Is that living? I don't think it is.
Standard for yourself that is very, very, very high, you know, and you have to manage yourself to keep your thoughts where they need to be in order to allow you to be successful at what you're trying to do. One way you can say, absolutely I can, is not with your mouth, but with your actions.
All too often people look at food as if, you know, each meal needs to be something so exciting. They need to be so happy about it, and you know, it's not like that. I mean, you know, you eat for purpose. The meal might be great, it might be just okay, you know, but you eat it, life goes on, and you get on to the next one.
No longer needs a hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
Knock this shit out. Real talk. Don't look weak.
Can I command more for myself? Am I connecting with this muscle as intensely as I can? Am I training hard enough? You know, can I train harder? Your thoughts are going to be everything.
Do it. And you better do it. Because if not you, then who? If not now, then when? If not now, then when? Because if not today, will it be tomorrow? Because yesterday you said tomorrow, and that's today, and here you are. Doing the same thing, in the same place, with the same people, eating the same thing, drinking the same thing, watching the same thing. Are you moving forward? Because if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And we don't have time to move backwards. Life is short. There's work to be done. There's goals to be achieved. Not gonna happen by doing the things you've always been doing. Only work and eating and sleeping and repeating. There was only grinding. If you want something, you gotta bust your ass to go out there and get it. You gotta make yourself uncomfortable to achieve something. It's about hard work. It's about putting the time in. It's about earning your way. It's about setting goals for yourself and doing what's necessary to achieve them. It's about not blaming anybody. Mindset, the mentality of the hustle. Let's take advantage of it. Let's get out there. Let's work. Let's make this happen. I'm not going to sit on my couch and watch TV when I can be out there hustling, making money, improving my life. No matter what your goal is, no matter where you want to be, no matter where you want to go, and no matter where you're starting from, you can do it. But truly, you have every opportunity in the world to be and do exactly what you want to be. Let's start there. Let's get the big picture, the big vision. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? And you should work your ass off to get it. It's about pushing, it's about working, it's about becoming. It's about challenging yourself. What do you need to do today, right now, to get closer to that goal? Like really, you need to think about this. You can't just let it happen magically, because it doesn't happen magically. Everything that happens to you, you are responsible for. You are accountable for. Every success and every failure is your fault. No matter what's happening around you, no matter what's going on in the world, it's your fault. And once we accept this, once we embrace this, success is guaranteed. Guaranteed. So if you're not where you want to be right now, let's start working to get to where you want to be. So eventually you will be there. You have your own story, your own unique experiences. How did you use your failures to become your great successes? Because you don't take no for an answer. You don't stop.
The more you put into anything in life, the more you're going to get out. The more you put into building a business, the more you're going to get out of it. The more hours you spend working on anything, the more you are going to get out. Work pays. Now, for whatever reason, when it comes to bodybuilding, and only bodybuilding, everybody has this mentality that you can do too much. And I might post something up that says, you know, I trained chest for 3 hours today. And I'll get 50% of the people will say, oh, that's too long.
Crush. Don't flow.
Everybody's word for everything. Don't read something and believe that shit. Try it out for yourself. Find out if it works or it doesn't work. The longer you train, the more you eat, the more you sleep, the better results you're gonna get. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
be amazing.
The reason why you're not having success in your life is because every single day you got an excuse. And I need you to do me a favor. I made my last excuse yesterday. My last reason. I came up with my last reason yesterday of why I can't do what I'm supposed to do. And so I need you to do me a huge favor. All your excuses, all your good reasons, everything that's keeping you from doing what you're supposed to do, I need you to put it behind you and say yesterday was the last day for that foolishness. Yesterday was the last day to say I don't have enough money to do this. I don't have enough money to go to school. I don't have enough money to get a computer. I don't have what it takes. I'm not smart enough, right? I don't write well enough. I don't sing well enough. That's why I didn't do my CD. I didn't write my book because I'm not on that level. Listen to me. You better hear what I'm saying. Yesterday was the last day that I want to hear an excuse. It's over.
24 years in this motherfucker. I ain't never gonna quit.
Have time. Don't quit. Don't give up. You still have time. You can do it. You can make it happen, but you can't do it procrastinating. You can't do it talking about it, all right? So I just want to go back and recap because I want to make sure you hear what I'm saying. But I dare you, I double dare you to do exactly what you said you were going to do when the year started because it's not too late. Win or go home. Do you hear what I'm telling you? All right, so all I want you to do is what you said you were going to do. I want you to stop talking about it. I want you to stop telling people about it. And I just want you to go in a corner somewhere and get it done.
Why do you want to work out? What is your goal? The most important thing is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. Because without that vision and without that goal, again, you're drifting around and you're never gonna end up anywhere. People don't become successful just by accident. You know, I mean, maybe the guy that found gold in California and started the gold rush, but don't count on that. That's the one in a lifetime kind of a situation. So you got to really have a specific goal. And to me, to have that vision that I want to be Mr. Universe, that I want to be the greatest bodybuilder of all time. That was a great vision, and that specifically to look like Reg Park and to be up there on that stage and to lift the trophy overhead and to win the championship over and over and over again. So that was a great goal. You have to have a goal. Now, it doesn't have to be that specific goal, but it has to have some goal. This is why I always recommend to people, sit down, take your time, and start thinking about, why do you want to work out? What is your goal? And that can be as crazy as it is. It could be, I want to impress girls. If that's your goal, so be it, but it motivates you. It could be that you're emulating a certain, bodybuilder or a certain football player, a certain boxer, whatever it is. Have those pictures put all over the wall like I did when I was a kid. I put pictures of Reg Park and of Sonny Liston, of boxers and of Ali and of powerlifters and weightlifters all over my bedroom, wall. So that every day when I go to sleep, every day when I wake up, I look at those pictures and they motivate me. You need that motivation, and then therefore you have this kind of imprint in front of you all the time, and you know exactly what you're chasing. People always come up to me and says, why are you smiling? You're working out 5 hours a day. You're doing the same as the other guys, but the other guys have a sour face. They're pissed off that they have to do another rep or another set or something. I looked forward to another 1,000 reps of sit-ups. I looked forward to another 500 pounds of leg press or squat. I looked forward to doing more and more curls until my arms fall off. Why? Because I knew that every rep that I did and every set that I did and more weights that I lifted, I get one step closer to turning that vision into reality. So I was turned on by that. I was excited. I couldn't wait to get to the gym. I remember that when I weighed 245 pounds, and Bob Raferson, the director of Stay Hungry, said to me that I'm interested in having you come in for a reading and work on your acting and all this because I'm interested in having you in a movie to star with Jeff Bridges and with Sally Fields. I was delighted about that and I was excited and I started pumping up more and more. And then he said, but I don't want you to weigh more than 210 pounds. You want me to be in the movie, but I'm weighing 245, 246. I say, I just won the Olympia, I say, which was 1974, and I was really at my biggest. And but he demanded that, and he says, look, it's very simple. On the day we start shooting, he says, I'm gonna put you on a scale, and if you don't make the 210, you're out, because I have someone else in mind. And I worked on it. I started visualizing myself very clearly as a lean athlete, because that's the only way I could lose that weight and all of a sudden get interested in running more, because up until that point I ran like 3 miles after training or before training or whatever, but now all of a sudden it was 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles, and they even ran mini marathons in order to lose the weight, and I did everything with high reps, and I was watching my diet, what I eat and all those kind of things. But the day before, I remember we were in Birmingham, Alabama. The day before I was at the YMCA with Bob Raferson. He was swimming and I was working out and I was running. There was a track there and I was running. He says, let's step on the scale. And I stepped on the scale and I weighed 209. So it just shows you what is possible if you visualize exactly what you want to look like. And there was no room for any kind of like, well, I can't get my act together or anything like this, because there's only a certain amount of time. But the key thing again is have the clear vision. Have the specific goal of what you want to accomplish, because then you never go to the gym and you say, the day I feel down a little bit, I don't know what it is all about, I don't know my life, I'm confused. No, I tell you that I was a perfect example of someone that was not confident at all. I mean, when I was a kid, I was just like any other kid. I had my hang-ups and problems and all this. But when I joined the weightlifting club and I won my first little trophy because I did the best clean and jerk, and then we went to another meet and I won another little trophy, I started feeling like somebody. But the bottom line is, everyone can use the same method, because I used it in politics, I used it in making money, I used it in everything that I've done in the movie business. When you have one little victory, little victories add up, and that is what gives you then ultimately confidence. Well, for me, the most important thing always to have a deadline. So when I, for instance, had a competition, and let's say the competition was in the middle of September, and it was now beginning of summer, so there was no more time to screw around. So there was the time now to get going on a diet, to get going with the training, to not slack off at all, because there was a deadline there. The day of the competition, I had to be in the best shape possible. And I knew that if I come to the competition and I lose because I did not schedule my training the proper way, or I didn't have the right frame of mind, or I didn't give everything, literally worked my butt off, I would be just so angry. So I never wanted to be in that situation. So this is why it was very important to pick that time and to say, this is when I have to be in top shape, and then I work towards that. But it's not just with the competition. I mean, it's the same in the movie business. I mean, to me, it was always a big advantage when I said, okay, my movie starts on April 1, and I have now 3 months, so I have to get really in great shape. So you pick those times. It could also be that you have no movie, and you have no Mr. Olympia, or no Mr. America, no Mr. Universe coming up, or any of those things, but you say to yourself, the summer starts in June. I'm gonna go to the beach in June, and at that time, I want to be in great shape. So that creates an urgency that makes you really start training hard and taking it seriously. Because if you don't have a specific plan, then you wander around. I mean, you can have, as I've told you many times, the best ship or the best plane in the world, but if you don't have a specific goal where you want to go and when you want to get there, you just drift around and you never get anywhere. So this is why it is so important to create that urgency and have a specific time when you want to be in shape. Well, I mean, look, everyone has a problem with time. But the day has 24 hours and we sleep 6. Now I know there's some out there that say, whoa, I need 8. Well, I say just sleep a little faster. Because the bottom line is we have 6 hours of sleep, 24 hours are available, so you have 18 hours now available to your work, your family, your hobbies, and also to learn something new or to do something new, which could easily be that you want to learn a new language, or that you want to read as a New Year's resolution, I have to read a book every week, or you say, I'm gonna go and reshape my body. So you're gonna go and take this hour out of your schedule and say, I'm gonna train an hour every day. So this is, for most people, a huge challenge, but it is totally doable, I can tell them, because the kind of things that I did when I came to this country, I mean, I went to school, I was working in construction, I was working out my 5 hours a day, I was taking acting classes from 8 o'clock at night to 12 midnight, I was doing all of those things. I wanted to make sure that out of the 24 hours of the day, that I don't waste one single hour. Those hours were too precious. And so there I just want to tell people, don't give me this thing, I have a difficult time with the time and I don't have time for this and I don't have that. You have time, you make the time.
2 sets of dumbbells here. There are the rubber ones, and then there are the metal ones. If you ever question yourself at a gym which dumbbells to use, always use the ones that can make noise, not the ones that are made to be quiet. We're bodybuilders. We're fucking noisemakers. Make some fucking noise.
Hey, flex your jaw. Again.
Let's use the 60s. Because that'll make life a lot fucking easier. People can say what they want about the way I train. I train too heavy. I train stupid leading up to a show. You too heavy and too stupid already got me 2 wins. So who gives a fuck?
Flex, good job. Fucking job. The fuck is this?
What's the goal? What's the vision? Something new has to change. Something new has to be birthed inside of you to say, I am a conqueror. Changing who you are must become a priority.
This year belongs to you, the warriors that are in the trenches, working to see their dream come true.
It's time now, so we must readjust our comfort zone. See, now it's time to go to a different thought process.
The dream is now, if we make up our mind for the dream to be now.
Truth. The truth is, if you work hard, you can achieve your goal.
Let's see what 9 months of straight hardcore training will do.
Just think about how you look like. Then I can crush you. Because every time I come out bigger, coming out stronger.
Having a goal that you think about every single day of your life. It doesn't matter if you're in the gym, it doesn't matter if you're home, it doesn't matter if you're on vacation. I think about it every day of my life since I was 18. You know, you think about something every day of your life, then you finally get to the point where you're like, I can win this thing. You know, you never give up. Sometimes the harder you work for something, the more you appreciate it when you get it.
One idea can change your life. One idea can turn your life around.
The idea is everything, you know, because thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things.
If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you got to do whatever is necessary until.
Anything's possible if you have prayers and belief, and you're not afraid to do hard work when no one else is watching. When you're willing to do the work against all odds, nothing can touch you. I can promise you that.
You just have to think, if there's something you guys ever wanted in your life, more than anything.
The whole journey, the whole process of starting lifting all the way to, coming to where I am, it's been a long road.
It's been a long journey to get to where I am, but I would walk it all over again. I have no regrets.
So no matter what you say to me, no matter what you say I cannot do, no matter what you say I will not do, I must do. I have to do. I am king. I live as king. I walk as king. This is our new identity. The new identity is you must be okay with your comfort zone being shut.
I didn't get noticed until I was about 24 years old. That's 10 years of work I put in. People want an immediate gain. They're looking for immediate gains on what they're doing. And so they're not dedicated. You have to persevere. You have to have the mind frame and dedication. That's the reason why so many people fail in what they're trying to do. So I put a decade into my work before I even got noticed. And then I had to put 5 more years into my art before I even got my pro card. That's 15 years before you even heard of Flex Wheeler.
So you gotta be clear about what you want. And just know that in order to get it, sometimes you're gonna have to be willing to give everything that you got. Everything. Get serious, get focused. When you want it, let's get it done.
The people that become something in this sport are the people that actually have a love for it. If you don't have a love for it, you're not going to suffer through a diet. You're not going to suffer through the training when you're in pain. You're not going to do all the shit it takes. You might do it for a year, you might do it for 2 years, but you're not going to last for a decade if you don't really love what you're doing.
This is something that I love to do. It's in my heart and my soul, and I was born to do this, so I'm going 100% balls to the walls, baby.
We gotta reconnect to what the vision really is. We gotta reconnect to who we really are.
It's really all about who wants it more. Are you willing to push yourself farther and push the limits harder and push outside of your comfort zone? Are you willing to push harder than the next guy?
There's nothing I can't achieve. I'm telling you, I've been shackled from my feet to my hands, but when I broke out of them, I said, I'm a new creature that you are not ready to deal with.
2017. About to be a fucking savage the whole year, so you guys better be fucking ready.
Absolutely, you can overtrain. Your body, when you go into the gym, in order to get a response from your training, you're looking to give your body stress that it's not used to, and then it's going to react by, building bigger, stronger muscles.
I liked to be a little bit overtrained because to me I responded better and I got more definition. Yes, you were tired. Yes, I had to come back for the second workout at night, but so what?
Let's train for 3 hours. Just for the fuck of it, let's throw in 30 minutes of cardio. More work is always going to result in better results in everything we do in life. The more you put into something, the more you're going to get out. And for some reason, when it comes to bodybuilding, there's this mentality that you can overdo it. You need to not do so much. Don't do so much. You're doing too much. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a weak mentality, and those are excuses that lazy fucking people make and lazy fucking people follow.
Come on.
What do you think about overtraining? Get this shit.
Fuck that. There is no overtraining. It's a mindset.
Yeah.
Overtraining's a mindset. I am like queen overtrainer. Usually in one shoulder workout, I'll probably do 8 to 10 different exercises. A lot of high volume, a lot of drop sets.
Everything was always supersetting, and 3 pump sets and 4 sets in a row, 5 sets in a row. Push yourself all the time, because remember, the body doesn't really respond to the same thing over and over.
Definitely, it's very possible to overtrain in terms of training too often and training too long.
Push! Squeeze! And breathe in! Just one more! Drive it again! Yes! Business as usual!
Overtraining is an excuse in a lot of cases because people are just not willing to push them and give them 100% in order to succeed. Because if you think about this, you come to the gym and you stress the body in a way it's not used to. So if you're doing it all the time the same way and not challenging yourselves, you're gonna get to the plateau, you're gonna stay there.
A lot of people will just right away be like, oh, you're overtraining, don't do this, don't do that. And if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not getting enough rest, if you're not eating enough food, all those things will multiply and make you be overtraining. Taking a rest day and not overtraining, quote unquote, can be a good thing, can be beneficial.
I hear a lot of people on the internet talking about, oh, there's no such thing as overtraining, no pain, no gain. Okay, fine. It's great to train hard. I'm an advocate of that. Anyone that knows how I train knows that I train hard. Yes, you can overtrain. It's relative to how much you eat and how much you sleep. If you're not sleeping enough and you're not eating well, but you're training 3 hours in the gym doing tons of volume, you're just treading water. Nothing's going to really happen. You're not going to gain much muscle or strength.
In life and in the gym, you need to take full stops. Take full stops sometimes and just relax. You need time to rest and to recover to become the best version of yourself. Mentally, physically, you have to take time.
It's really, really intense, 45 minutes. Trust me, if you train with me for 45 minutes, you won't be asking to do any more. But it's 45 minutes of very concentrated, very hard training. It's not going into the gym and lollying about and talking and stuff like that.
When is it going to be time for you to quit lying to yourself? It's a hell of a lot easier just to accept that you're going to be a fucking average motherfucker and you're going to be what you are and you're going to be who you are than it is to put yourself through the agony again and again and again. You have to fucking work through it. I said it a million fucking times, success is hard. No matter what fucking obstacles or inconveniences you may face, you just aren't gonna make it. You claim to be the doers and the go-getters and the we're gonna go kick ass people. You think you're the hardcore, but I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you're out doing this shit, you fucking aren't. But a lot of you motherfuckers just don't want it. The world is a place that if you don't accept the fact that you are in a competition, you will get fucking destroyed. There's winners and there's fucking losers. We want you to be a fucking champion. We want you to be a winner.
Machiavelli reminded us to train loud.
But you have the fucking choice to be whatever you want to be. You could choose to have discipline. You could choose to execute day in and day out. You could choose to not cut corners. You could choose to do the fucking work. So what's it gonna be?
You know, show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser. I do have that mentality. You know, I don't like to lose. I don't like to do anything but win. You know, that's why we do this.
I'm gonna win this shit. You can believe that. Write that shit down right now.
All you competitors watching, I'm fucking coming. And I'm coming ready. I'm the fucking dream killer.
Touch the sun in the cold. We all die. Shine a light. And the rain of our time. Fill my wings. Sweet as wine. Our livers warm. I love everyone. I love an illusion fading.
I want the best for myself every single day, and I cannot, nor will I not concern myself with other people.
Overall, a lot of people will tell me, you know what, why did you wait, or why don't you do this or do that? You know what? Bodybuilding, I love whether or not I was a professional, whether or not I was sponsored, whether or not any of this was occurring in my life, I'd still be competing because social fame or look at me. But you know what? We all started doing this because we liked the way it looked, we liked the way it felt, the lifestyle, and that's one thing what carries me through this.
And I should probably stick to physique division, men's physique, because you need to have quads and calves and biceps, to compete in the other divisions. If he wants to win, I think. I don't want to talk too much shit.
And I used to have dreams like that. I remember one day waking up and just in a panic in the middle of the night because I had a dream that I went downstairs and ate a load of sausages. That's the kind of tricks your mind plays on you. And night time is very tough when you're dieting for a bodybuilding contest because it's hard to sleep properly. Because basically you go to sleep, your body wakes. If your blood sugar drops below a certain level, it's like an alarm system. You gotta wake up, you gotta eat. So the sleep is very, it's kind of broken sleep because you get that throughout the night.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday is said tomorrow. Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it.
wants you to quit. And you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for?
Even all the athletes who stop and get guidance, it really gives us the opportunity to do what we like to do as competitors.
One thing that I think is most noteworthy about what I do is that we recognize your personal power, your ability to create the thing that you're looking to do. And my body, my physique, when I'm on stage in competition, is a manifestation of those thoughts.
You know, make sure my food is fresh, cooked right, not in the refrigerator too long. If it's in there for, you know, a day long, you know, 2 days, that's just going in the trash. I ain't taking no chances. You know, a lot of guys, you know, I respect all the guys, but I'm not here to be buddy-buddy, to be friends.
Bodybuilder is his mindset. You know, how he thinks. A successful person is made successful, or it becomes a success as a product of his thinking. So to be a top bodybuilding champion, my goal is to outthink my competition.
No pain. What about our coach? Come on, come on, come on, pop. Those feet on now, your jaw. Come on. Come on. No pain. Come on. Good.
You're never going to want to stop taking those steroids, because you're going to lose that when you can't. It's not, you know, you can't keep that level of development when you stop taking those hormones. You will come down.
Bodybuilding is a selfish sport.
You know, although everyone, there's camaraderie and everything else, yeah, there is. But essentially, bodybuilding is you out to get what you can for yourself.
This whole idea that you need to have, carry a cooler around all day and have meals every 3 hours, you gotta have 7, 8, 9 hours sleep, you gotta have this kind of rest before you go to the gym, you gotta have this meal 3 hours before you go to the gym, you gotta take this supplement 15 minutes before you go to the gym.
Because I don't live in fucking fear of what if I do this, maybe I'll hurt myself. You ain't gonna never be shit if you worried about hurting yourself every time you perform an exercise.
There are steroids involved in the sport, okay, in bodybuilding, obviously. And that's the problem with our sport, and that's why it hasn't been accepted by a lot of society, because they look at the bodybuilding and they say, oh, steroids. But they don't understand what actually goes into the sport, okay? You do what you do to be the best at what you do. You do what you do to win. If you want to call that cheating, fine, but I have the edge. And that's why I'm the best.
It's not easy to do. People don't respect it. Like, oh, I can do that with steroids. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. You couldn't do it.
You here, leave your doggone mark. You here. He blessed you to be here. Do something. So whatever you gotta do, you do it. But I'm not about to compromise because you're inflicting pain. And there are those of you were this close, but you compromised. You let your feelings get the best of you. You compromised.
Being successful in bodybuilding has brought a lot of peace, joy, like one roller coaster ride, favorite ride at all the amusement parks. So bodybuilding has been pretty much a hobby. So, I just didn't have at the time of my life.
I was weighing myself every day, and I was like almost scared in the morning about stepping on the scale. So I figured, fuck this shit. I'm gonna stop weighing myself. None of the judges care what I weigh on stage. They only care about what you look like. whatever it takes. Blood, guts, beauty.
I know what the fuck I done to get to where I am now. I achieved my goals and I raised the bar.
You know, this sport is obviously about winning and setting your name in stone, being an Olympian champion. Man, I don't know what those other guys do on a day-to-day basis. I only know what I do. And I know that I work fucking harder than any guy out there. I put in more work, more time. I'm more consistent, more dedicated.
It's all in like pushing each other to be better. It's not an ego thing. It's not like a competition. It's just more of like, hey, listen, if you can do it, I can do it.
Fucking burn it, man.
Come on, all right, don't let him down it. Come again. I'm burn. You're gonna walk in that gym and dominate. You're gonna give everything you got till you got no more. What? There we go. Close the eyes, man. Go somewhere else.
Your focus. Perspective is everything. And let me tell you something. The problem with most of you is that you see difficult as something negative. For real, for real. I want you to see difficult differently. Are you hearing me? I need you to see difficult differently. Now that weightlifter, when my man looking at those weights, when he got that iron is heavy. But he's not looking at that iron like, look how heavy the iron is. And he knows what it's going to do. It's going to tear his muscles to pieces. He gets it. But what he understands is that if he tears them down, they're going to rebuild themselves. And when they rebuild themselves, they're that much stronger. Listen to me. The more you go through, the more difficult it is, the more challenging it is. Listen to me, the harder it is. Are you hearing me? Don't quit.
Patience and engage in consistent action. So everything does not always happen, ladies and gentlemen, when we want it to happen.
Last bedtime, Green, and you better show me what you made of. Curl that shit like the last thing you ever gonna do. Try, Green. Curly lips.
Three-time Mr. Olympia, Bill!
I suggest to you, if you want to become diamond, write down 5 reasons of why it is worth it for you to become a diamond, to experience that level of achievement. What is it that will give you the drive? What is it that will ignite the courage in you to get up and come back again and again and again?
I remember waking my wife up in the middle of the night saying, I can't believe I'm Mr. Olympia. That was the most amazing feeling ever. I mean, you worked your whole life for it. I was 33 years old. And that was the ultimate goal.
It was like the greatest thing that could ever happen to me. There's your destiny, and there's your dreams, and then there's what God has in store for you. That's your calling, basically.
Phil, give me 3 facts as to why Kai can't beat you on stage. 2011, 2012,
You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again, and again, and again. But I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish.
I would say that when it comes to size or anything like that, I didn't ever feel like I wanted more, but I wanted more of perfection. But the key thing is to set little goals, to do the training every day, to eat the right way, and you're gonna go and hit those marks. Then you move the bar higher, and that is what differentiates the winner from the loser. And you feel that with hard work, you can achieve the goals and you can become successful. And this is the great thing about bodybuilding, because if you get good in that and accomplish your goals, you know you can use the same principles for everything else in life.
Nobody else can do it. That's why it's the most isolated things in this earth right now. It's effort. And when you finally figure it out, how to win real battles, it's found through fundamentals. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles. Because you don't know what tired feels like.
But it's just making every fucking minute count. Every minute has to count. Every minute has to count if you want so much, because you just don't have as many of them as you think. You just don't. And so you gotta put in the work. You want muscles? You gotta actually do the weight.
Serious thing.
Too heavy, too stupid. Already got me 2 wins.
that you think about every single day of your life. It doesn't matter if you're in the gym, it doesn't matter if you're home, it doesn't matter if you're on vacation, it doesn't matter if I'm off somewhere hunting with my friends. I think about it every day of my life since I was 18. And you know, you think about something every day of your life, and then you finally get to the point where you're like, I can win this thing.
Because it took me 2 years to get over the fear. It took me 2 years to get over the anxiety. It took me 2 years to finally say, Goliath, here I come. Goliath, you might be taller than me. You might be bigger than me. You might be stronger than me, but I'm coming. And I'd rather die trying. I'd rather die going after this dissertation. I'd rather give everything I got. I'd rather give a year. I'd rather put in work and fail.
As a young man, I remember being told that the guy that goes to the gym is the guy that is concerned with the physical, and the man that goes to college is a man that is concerned with the development of his mind. To identify myself as a bodybuilder is to identify myself as a thinking being.
Sometimes your greatest pain, it ain't even about you. It's about a greater purpose. That if you can find a way to push through, that if you can find a way to not make it about you.
One thing you guys gotta pay attention to more in the gym is how you feel, how an exercise feels. Your foot position, your hand position, angles. Play around with it and see what works best for you and take it from there. Where you train really matters, the people that are around you.
Most people really don't realize that you have to diet very hard.
Learn.
And you have to train for many, many years to get a physique like that.
Just learn to appreciate how small they are. The occasional storms that come every day. And then that's the ingredient of how you really deal with pain.
It's what makes you solid. It's what makes you secure. It's your mooring. It keeps you just exactly where you need to be so that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Women! Again, go again, man. Come on, finish it, finish it. Let's go. That's it. That's it! Yes! 171! That's it! Let's go! What do you think, guys? That's it! Let's go again!
The world is a competitive place. The world is a tough place. You will get fucking destroyed. I mean, stomped on, kicked, beat, to a point where you'll be, what the fuck? There's winners and there's fucking losers. We want you to be a fucking champion. We want you to be a winner. It's kill or be fucking killed. And you could cry, you could whine, you could pout, and you could bitch about how unfair that is. In nature, you're either born a grizzly bear or you're born a rodent. And that's what you have to be. And you gotta fucking deal with it. Could become a grizzly bear over time. And it does take time, but you have the fucking choice to be whatever you want to be. You could choose to be the grizzly bear. You could choose to not cut corners. You could choose to do the fucking work. But don't be mistaken, you are in a competition whether you ask to be in it or not. You could choose to have discipline. You could choose to execute day in and day out. So what's it gonna be? You're gonna man the fuck up? You're gonna do what needs to be done? You're gonna take responsibility? Are you gonna make the choice to be a fucking grizzly bear? Or are you gonna go down the stream of life with no fucking paddles and end up being a fucking rodent and pointing your finger at everybody else like a motherfucking pussy would?
naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
The training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail?
You know, because you have to weigh your food, you have to have so many carbs, so much protein, you know, so much water. You know, you have to control what's in the food.
You know, and I see so many people, man, they get one or two setbacks and they just lay down. And they say, oh, so if you don't have fucking persistence to go through some battle wounds and get punched in the face a couple times and willing to keep moving forward, you're never gonna fucking make it. That's just the bottom line.
Shut up. Look, some of you men, the reality is, the reason why your dreams are not a reality, for real, like you could be walking in it right now, but you talk too much. Shut up.
Try to emphasize to people you need to do it now while you can, as long as you can, because you just never know what could happen. Like, you could, tomorrow could be your last day to, you know, training could be your last day for anything.
Fucking, this is your life, man. Fucking hit it with a fucking passion.
To believe today will be just another day in my life. All that I am and all that I will become will be written through my thoughts and my actions. The image of excellence is all I could settle for. I refuse to be average. Trained my body, sacrificed my soul. I've conditioned my mind, trained my body, sacrificed my soul, sacrificed my soul. Just another day in my life. Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up.
I fell in love with, the pictures in the bodybuilding magazines. Chris Dickerson, Mr. Olympia, was the first bodybuilder I actually saw. And I told my brother, I said, I want to look like this guy. And he looked at me, he says, are you crazy? He said, why would you want to look like that? The guy's got like muscles in his feet. I said, well, that's how I want to look too. Really, anything can be done. I mean, I set my mind forward. I said, I'm going to try to be the best I can be. I was very focused. I was very determined.
We will never surrender. I'll never quit. I'll never surrender. I just love to train. I like to look good, stay in shape. And just that feeling will never go away from me. If it's something that you love, keep doing it. Doesn't matter what anybody says. If this is your dream, you're all the motivation you need.
Push yourself all the time, because remember, the body doesn't really respond to the same thing over and over. But you got to always give it the extra punch. The biggest mistake is that you go to the gym and you go through the motion. but you don't really have your mind inside the muscle. The key thing is that you visualize it, but you have to feel the muscles. That's the key thing, because then they grow.
Feel the pain. Go just feel the fucking pain. When you're working out and you just like, you want to die. Feel the death happening in you. Feel the pain happening in your legs as you rep out one more squat. You keep going no matter what. Boy, I really went hard. I really went hard on that set. I really went hard in life. Go hard. 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 Well, it's supposed to be fucking hard. If growing stronger and building muscle were fucking easy, then there'd be no growth. There would be no resistance. There'd be nothing to force you to grow stronger with. And it's supposed to be fucking hard. It's supposed to be difficult.
This is what it takes. You want to know the trick, the magic pill, the magic formula. It ain't one. Here it is, right here, baby. Hungry for this shit. Drive hard, drive hard, drive hard. Hard, hard, it is hard.
Too heavy and too stupid. Already got me 2 wins. So who gives a fuck?
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight.
Hey, wait! Yeah! Yeah! Come on, one more. One more.
Off from one way, let's go. Oh, beat him.
Come on! Wow! Yeah! Come on! Come on! Hey!
Woo! So in life, it's really what you put in, you're gonna get out. It's always like that. Don't be afraid to fail either. A lot of y'all are gonna fail. One thing that failing teaches you, it allows you to become so fed up, so sick of failure, so sick of not getting what you set out to do, that you have a new direction, you have a drive.
What you think is what you become. Every damn time I think about my goals and what's in front of me, I don't waste any seconds on what's behind me. Because what's behind me cannot change. It's what is in front of me that I can control.
Come at you so hard with so many motherfucking reps to overload the goddamn muscle, make the muscle uncomfortable, stress it the fuck out, make it do what you want it to do, command that motherfucker because it's yours, tell it what to do, it must grow, you must grow, I command you to grow, goddamn. Damn it! my slave. I fucking own you.
Alright, that's it. No more, no more. Come on, get it out, get it out. You do the work. Come on.
I always wanted to be the best. I always wanted to be number one. I always wanted to get to the top. I didn't just want to be a bodybuilding champion. I wanted to be the greatest bodybuilder of all times. I wanted to have the most muscle, the most muscle of all times, the most definition. I wanted to win the most trophies, the most world championship titles. I just wanted to be the best. No pain, no gain. You never want to fail because you didn't work hard enough.
I feel the best right here in this area, okay? But don't freak out when you see these biceps, okay? I know it's the best you've ever seen, but oh, please do so.
Pumping iron means that you pump up the muscle with iron, which is with dumbbells, with barbells, and with all the machines.
I mean, you're never looking at yourself. A bodybuilder looks at his body as a thing, you know, and he wants to develop this thing.
When you're a bodybuilder and you're eating 80 grams of protein, you know, 8 times a day, you are out of your mind when it comes to food. Like, you know, and it's like you become food obsessed.
Breakfast time. Egg whites and oatmeal, the breakfast of champions. Fucking egg 24/7.
Chicken, 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 and fish.
This meal is not for my fucking enjoyment. This meal is for a purpose. And that fucking purpose is to put fucking muscle on.
I believe in having no regrets. Go hard or go home. That's been my way of life. You know, if you're gonna do it, go all the way. If you're not, don't bother. Don't waste your time. Would you rather live 70 years as a lamb or 30 years as a lion? I knew that bodybuilding was all or nothing. It was do or die.
Spartan! What is your profession?
But it fuels me. It tries to escape. It tries to rip out from under my skin. Like a monster buried within. An Aquaman.
If you have a dream, if you have a goal in life that you want to accomplish, I can tell you, hard work, dedication, determination. Always have that dream. Continue to have that vision. Because when you continue to propel forward, you will see accomplishments.
Do not fail. Do not fail. Do not be a loser. Lose is nothing. You must not lose. You cannot be the real loser. Because I'd rather die than lose.
Small steps, and sooner or later, we will continue to grow and grow and grow into bigger accomplishments. Always believe that no matter what happens in your life, it's for a greater purpose.
necessary.
Live for nothing, or die for something.
The only person you got to beat is yourself. You're going to win some shows that you probably shouldn't have won, and you're going to lose some shows that you probably shouldn't have lost. It's a very subjective sport, so you just got to smile and wave at the end of the day and just be blessed that you're a pro and on stage, and so it's going to be a pretty badass experience.
I know you're afraid for them to see your weaknesses. I know you're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to tell them your dream. Look, you gotta tell somebody. Somebody gotta hold you accountable. I'm not telling you to tell the world, but one other person needs to know.
Got to be just as good. If your last set sucks, your whole workout fucking blows.
Is it possible for you to have all your dreams become a reality in your lifetime? Yes, it is possible. But the real question you should be asking yourself, have you made the decision?
Suffering and sacrifices will hopefully be worth it.
So, as long as the fire is still burning in my heart, to continue to train heavy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think if you train with machines, you can't get big. Well, I'm bigger than I ever been in my life, training only with machines. Off season, I'm almost 280. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be afraid to train with machines. So having a great trainer and a great nutritionist in your corner, I have the best of both worlds.
I think the body needs a break. And for me, I had other interests. I had my business, I had my gym. Sometimes you don't have time for both. So for me, I would only train when it was time for me to get ready for a competition. I would take 4 months and I would dedicate 100% to the show. The other times when I didn't have a show, I would focus 100% on my family and on my business.
Yeah, hold it there, hold there. I think one more round you want. Come on. Just pull it hold. Hold it there, squeeze everything. Let's go again. Hold on. Come on.
did throughout your day, every meal that you ate, every workout that you went through, every set, every rep within that workout, it all had a purpose for one goal.
Control that pain. You control the pain.
Most people, this might sound completely insane, but for me, as a bodybuilder, it's completely normal.
Try to live the life that I want to live, yet not forget where I've come from, yet know where I want to go to. The drive I have is relentless. The humbleness comes from where I started off, blue collar from Wales. The passion I have is what I wake up to every single morning. I'm not a content person. I achieve my goals and I raise the bar.
Come on, man. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Pull it. Keep going.
Your purpose is going to be developed off of the passion that you have for what you're doing, the excitement level, the reason that you get up in the morning, the reason that you go ahead and do what you got to do, the reason you don't quit and show people what your passion is. Don't let anybody modify the vision that God has given you. Let's go. Look, tell me the stuff that you're gonna do no matter what. Like your life depended on it. That's the stuff that you're passionate about. The stuff that gets you upset. The stuff that you can't stand, but you always drawn to it. That's your passion. That's what you need to do. Be doing what I gotta do whenever it's called upon. Step in and show your true power. Come on, push. Push all the way. Be able to sacrifice at any moment who you are now for who you will become later. You gonna fight, fight, fight. Got your back no matter what. And buckle up and get ready for this new year. When I get rested, I'm back up.
I'm back up. I'm back up and into the situation because I have a mentality that don't quit. And I know you do too as well. Your mentality should be, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna fall away. I'm gonna show my true power. Because I'm pursuing this opportunity. And I'm looking for the resistance, because the resistance is gonna make me better. The resistance is gonna make me better and better and better. And every day I step to the plate, every rep, every time I get in here and lift a little bit more, I'm gonna push one more set. No pressure, no diamonds. Quit talking about it and start being about it.
I have nothing to lose at this point.
You have a capable body to do whatever you want. You have a sound mental, nutritional diet. Now what the f do you want? Once you find out you want, regardless of what it is, then you combine the mind and the body together. That's when life gets exciting, guys. Stories of inspiration where the person overcomes the odds. When you see the good, man, pump the brakes. Put your hands together, man. Give credit where it's due. Remember the name of the person that overcame the odds, because that same person you're going to use in your own battle one day when you hit rock bottom and you feel like the walls and monkeys on your back and Murphy's hitting you down every single step. You're going to use that inspiration to take that one more step forward that makes all the f***ing difference.
If anything, I like to be the guy that smiles, you know, plays nicely, you know, but I'm trying to take your head off.
I want you guys to realize something. You know, when you turn on the TV and when you look around and you see this person doing this thing or this person's doing this, and you tend to look at people like, wow, look at that, like that person is so other. You know what I mean? He's like, he or she is like so far removed from where I am in my daily life. Or, like, you know, you look at them like, I don't know, it's all bullshit. Like, it's got to be somebody.
So if you want to change your life, my friends, you got to change your physiology and you got to change your focus.
not about talent, it's about heart.
One, squeeze, one more. Squeeze, down slow.
Don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be.
I defrosted some pre-frozen chicken breast. I get 96% lean ground beef, some beans, asparagus, and broccoli.
2 cups of rice, 10-ounce yam, 1 cup rice, spinach, and some cooked.
Come on, hey!
Go ahead.
And I guarantee a week will go by in your life you won't regret walking out letting them get the best of
3 more. Come on, push it.
Failure is not an option.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. Live the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Saying now, Mike. Work it, come on! Up!
If you feel you have something to give, if you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve. You're going to grow up with your colleague. You're going to watch them have success and watch them have failure, and you're going to watch how they deal with it. And they can be as much a teacher for you or anyone who's privileged enough to come here.
Push it through, EA!
Lightweight.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. 3, let's go. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. For some of you, when your favorite show come on, you can make sacrifices on Sunday when ain't nothing going on. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
You really gotta focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity.
You must be positive. See, a lot of people, when things don't happen when they want it to happen, they become negative. and they turn out and start projecting a lot of negative energy. No, you've got to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to be positive. Because see, when you know within yourself things are going to work out for you, when you know within yourself that some way, somehow, you're going to make it, perfection doesn't exist. They need to take it out of a dictionary. It doesn't exist. Practice only makes improvement. You can always better your best. You have not done your best work yet. So don't believe in perfection. It doesn't exist. It only makes improvement. So I would practice every day, every day, every day. If you want to reach your goal and have the competitive edge, you've got to be hungry.
There's a saying I have when I'm working out. You know, of course, yeah, I'm joking around when I say it. It's called everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight, you know. And that's true, because, you know, you look around at all these guys, everybody want to be a bodybuilder, and then they think, oh, I just go in there and lift a few weights. No, it ain't like that. You gotta work. You gotta work hard.
It's going to be very challenging. Whenever you decide that you want to grow, whenever you decide that you want to go to another level, all hell will break loose. Everything that will happen, or rather that can happen, will happen, and at the worst possible moment.
I just fell forward. You know, I learned from my mistakes. You got to get everything you could get out of life.
This is who we are. This is what we do, and our DNA is greatness.
The first place award, the Olympia gold medal, 212 champion, who are winning tonight, Lex Lewis.
How many people out there made the same mistake you made? The worst thing you can do is give up now and quit. What you can do is bounce back. What you can do is be resilient. What you can do is become great.
It all comes down to just hard work and dedication, man. I am somebody, no matter how tired I am, how exhausted I am. I was here last night at 11 o'clock at night, closing the gym down, fucking squatting and training legs like an animal. There's no excuses in life, no matter what you do. Bodybuilding, it just doesn't matter what you want to apply it to.
The gym is empty today. Nobody wants to work out.
Bodybuilding is a purpose-driven lifestyle.
You every meal, every rep, every set, everything, every ounce of sleep has a purpose. Everything you do on a daily basis has purpose in bodybuilding.
The only thing I always get, people tell me they want to gain weight. I eat a lot of food. They ain't see, you'll go out with them and you're like, you don't eat. That's what you call eating? I'm like, you want to grow, you need to eat.
Back in 2000, I was training for the USA. It was my first national competition. And, money was tight, so I ate tuna fish. I was eating like 15, 20 cans of tuna fish a day for 12 weeks.
Welcome to a new dawn. This is our time. Welcome to a new day. We can take on the world.
I'm feeling mentally now, I really want to do good. I really, as hard as it is, all the sacrificing and suffering, I have to be committed with it now. So I don't really feel pressured. I just feel, I feel good mentally. I feel mentally strong.
When all hope is lost and there's no end in sight, lift up your eyes. Heroes will rise and lay down your fear. Get ready to fight. Heroes will rise. Heroes will rise.
Fear of failure. I think failure is a haunting thing that's in my mind. No matter what I've achieved, no matter what I have, I still fear losing everything.
When all hope is lost and there's no end in sight, lift up your eyes. Heroes will rise and lay down your fear. Get ready to fight.
People don't know what you go through in life and how hard it is. But one thing is, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to find a solution and not just keep giving excuses.
You know, hard work beats talent every day. But those guys that are talented can do some amazing things.
So the way my day's going right now is cardio, come back, have one pretty good sized meal, and then we're gonna go train.
The problem with most people is that you're not obsessed with improvement. But your value system says you believe in sleep more than you believe in grinding. Your value system says you are a consumer and not a producer. And if you're gonna go to the next level, your values are gonna have to change.
We really need to make sure that our form is where it's at, you know, and that's going to prevent, you know, injury, and it's going to actually enhance your physique a little bit because you're probably going to use better focus during this workout 2 weeks out than you were 12 weeks out.
To your opponent.
What's next, you know, and that's the way I've always been, is what's next, what's next in life, what's next, you know, down the road, what's the game plan.
I see the lack in conditioning, the thick skin. Maybe these era of bodybuilders are concerned about being big and not conditioning and not going through the suffering.
It's just a journey of yourself. You're the one who has to you're accountable to no one else but yourself. You have to decide how much pain you inflict on yourself in the gym and how much suffering you do with your diet and your cardio, and if you're tired.
You know, if the end result doesn't work out or it fails or you're not in shape, then at least you could say, I did everything that I had to do to get to the point I thought I was going to be. And if it doesn't work, then it's a learning experience. But if you half-ass it or tweak it the way you want to, you're never going to know what really works.
Say, hey, why take a rest? We'll rest enough when we die.
You have to learn to be a great loser in order to be a great champion.
sacrificing today for tomorrow's betterment. The first step, guys, is knowing it's a tough road. But through that effort, builds the character of the person you want to be at the end. Accept that. It's the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there.
I'll shake hands. This is about how good I feel right now. See?
Your name's attached to it, and you do it right, the best of your ability every single time.
I never listen that you can't. I always listen to myself and said, yes, you can.
Stop waiting for your dreams. Run towards your dream. Because the moment you stop running, the moment you stop fighting, is the day you will lose it. Don't wait for it. Continue to fight. Continue to taste of what you truly want out of your life. That dream is not going to wait and say, take a breather. It's going to say, come catch me. Catch me if you can.
If today you never say good enough, tomorrow you'll always have enough.
No bodybuilder ever came back from that. But I saw an opportunity to go out and make a difference and do something that had never been done before. I never quit, never got down on myself, and always believed that, you know what, if there's an opportunity in adversity, sometimes you look at it as a way out, or you can't get things.
I'm not the strongest, I'm not the fastest, but I pride myself in being the hardest worker in the room. I pride myself in being humble. I pride myself in giving 100% to my passion and sacrificing for what I love.
You gotta ride past the bad people. These are the negative people. The people who failed at their dream, so they want to tell you that you cannot attain yours. Put your track shoes on and go get what you want out of this life. Go get what you left behind. It's all on you. If you fail, it's because you stopped running. If you fail, it's because you stopped grinding. You stopped caring. You stopped working. You stopped working for that dream that dangled in your face. The gift that God left you.
You know, part of me just realizes that, you know, no sacrifice, no reward. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna get better today. We're not gonna let up. We're not gonna make excuses.
Somebody tells you you can't, you say, watch me. Follow your dreams, follow your instincts. Never let anyone tell you or dictate what you can and what you can't do. Because, I mean, who are they? You know, nobody knows what you're capable of doing. No one.
Don't lose no sleep over these haters, man. The reason they got a problem with your life is because they don't have a life. People are talking behind your back because you left them a long time ago. They're behind you.
This is what I want to do. And some people can make fun of it. They can crack jokes. They can sit back and analyze and, you know, criticize and make all the fun they want. But I'm living my life. I'm doing it. What are you?
Haters. That's right, H-A-T-E-R-S, haters. These individuals are always having an attitude towards everyone reaching for success. You need to encourage them to hate, because their hate should give you something that motivates you to move you to the next level. What you should do is realize that dogs don't bark at parked cars. Dogs bark at cars that are passing by. You're doing something. Do you realize that they are not even in the game that you are? They're not even on your level. You should be doing your work. You should be making it happen. You should be grinding. You should not be worried about what a hater has to say. Let me go. Get it up.
Whatever it takes to win.
Haters have a job to do. You have hate, and you have love. I've decided never give a hater a stage to stand on.
The ones that support you, the ones that keep supporting you, those are the ones that matter at the end of the day.
The game just won't let me alone. Focused on making this thing happen.
One more.
Balls to the walls, baby.
There's not one day goes by that I don't think about bodybuilding or lifting weights or, getting bigger or stronger or looking better.
You have the chance to change your life, your family's life. You could be something very special.
If it was easy, they say this all the time, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be huge. Everybody would be a pro bodybuilder. I like being someone that doesn't quit.
I'm fragile. I feel pain. I hurt. I open my eyes. I create. I conquer. I hold the power. I'm a thinker. I crave victory. I do not give up. I feel no fear. I fear no man. I'm an athlete, a warrior, an artist.
If I can change, you can change. Everybody can change.
Starts when you make a decision, and that can start today, and that should start today, and that must start today.
My main aim for going to the Arnolds that time was just to prove that I could be better than I was at the British, basically.
Just be you. Be the real you.
know that I very often watch a lot of young people sort of meander around without any idea about why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, to want and to be ambitious and to want to be successful is not enough. That's just desire. To know what you want, to understand why you're doing it, to dedicate every breath in your body to achieve. If you feel you have something to give, if you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve.
Trust yourself. What I mean by that is that you have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? What makes you happy? No matter how crazy it may sound to the people. Just trust yourself no matter how and what anyone else thinks. But something else burned inside me. Something burned inside me. I wanted to be different. I was determined to be unique. I was driven to think big and to dream big. And of course, rule number 2 is break the rules. We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe. After all, what is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? You never listen that you can't do something. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it's the right thing to do, and success will come. So don't be afraid to fail.
This is it. This is it. I'm about to do it. Listen to me. It's real simple. Muscle memory. It means repetition. You do it over and over and over and over again. 3 things. Over and over and over again. To what? Till it becomes a part of who you are. I did it so many times. I failed and got back up. I failed and got back up, right? Then I went for a couple feet, then I failed, right? That's why you're not successful. You keep stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Listen to me. I'm telling you to stop, but I'm telling you one motion. 21 days. You fall, you get right back up. Don't stop for a week. Don't stop for a month. Don't stop for a year. You fail a class, you go right back and take it again. Don't stop. Don't drop out of school. Don't quit. Don't give up. Muscle memory, what happens is if you do it over and over and over, every time you get better and better and better, and repetition deepens the impression. What happens is in your mind, those motor skills, you start implanting that thing. You do it over and over and over and over and over again. You start implanting stuff, and then boom, memory kicks in.
Some people would rather kill your dream than see you succeed.
It's later in life. As you look back on your life, the windows of opportunity has closed. Your ability is no longer present. And you think back that you could have been great.
You don't have to be phenomenally skilled. But if you are phenomenally willed, meaning that you put forth effort every single day, you will win. You cannot be stopped. There is no obstacle that can stop you when you will not stop. There is no obstacle that can come before you if you say, I refuse to quit.
I used to think once you got successful, you could, you're successful, and okay, now you can kind of just relax a little bit, but that's not the case at all. You have to pedal even harder. You have to work even more. There are more opportunities that need more time and dedication, and in order to do them well, you have to really hunker down and do the hard work.
The really interesting thing about achieving some of your goals in life is you realize that dreams are possible and they're attainable, and once you reach some of these goals, you're more likely to try to reach others. You have a good chance at making some of your wildest dreams come true. Most people don't even try, sadly. Don't even try, sadly. Don't even try, sadly. Don't even try, sadly. Most people try and then stop or give up.
You might be smarter, your family might come from privilege, your daddy might own a company, but you will not outwork me.
Very few people try and try and try, or do and do and do and do and never give up. And those are the people that ultimately succeed and win.
You will not get up before 8. You will not get up before 6. I will out-rep you. You push up. Every day I'm going. I'm doing more and more each day. I'm trying to do them till I can't do them no more. I'm doing sit-ups every day. I will out-work you.
I always believe that the bridge between reality and a dream is work. And I always, in moments of despair and doubt and dark days, focus on the work. I show up and I work and I work and I work and I work.
You know, what I would tell people that are individuals out there is, you know, you're the ones who inherit the earth, and believe in yourself and be patient and be as different as you want to be. You have every right to do that. And it may be difficult and lonely at times, but there is no greater privilege than owning yourself.
The indomitable will, if you have a belief, you can do something.
You will not have more drive than I have, more passion than I have. And I'll beat you every single day because I got passion. You will not wake up in the morning because you're spoiled.
So many people out there fail, not because they don't have the ability. It's because they don't have the heart to go through adversity.
The path to greatness and glory are never the same. You need to see yourself there long before you travel down this road.
I'll fight until the end. This place won't grind me down.
Fear. Fear? Fear? Fear is not an image that exists in the path of legends.
Beware of vision, dream, and passion killers. Most of the people that have no dreams will wake up every day trying to talk you out of your dreams. They have no goals. They have nothing that they're ambitious about.
The most powerful motivational speeches that I have ever heard came from people who told me I couldn't do something. You know why? Because when they told me I couldn't do it, I was bound and determined to show them that I could. Tell me I can't do it. I will prove you wrong. I will show you that you're mistaken, because I believe, and this is real important,
The amount of you motherfuckers that have comment muscles, you know, everybody's a tough guy with their anonymous fucking name and their 2 cents in a comment on YouTube and on Instagram and those places. It's a whole different thing to do something about it. And so while you're critiquing everybody's actions on the web and adding your 2 cents, people are going out and making 3 cents. So all you comment heroes, all you people with comment muscles, wake the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit. 99% of people think you're trolls and really delete you. I just let you stay in my comments and I smile. I smile. Because I know how this ends up. And I win and you lose. You're not bothering me for shit. I like it. Keep leaving them. Fires me the fuck up. I love the love. I feed off compliments and I feed off hate. Now stop me.
From the moment I get up, I begin thinking about what it is I'm gonna train that day. To make sure that when I step in that gym, I'm ready to rock. Every time I step in the gym, it has to be a good workout. People will ask me, oh, well, what do you do, you know, if you have a lousy workout? I say, I don't have one. If you're gonna get everything you can out of that set, you've got to put some balls behind it. The whole picture has to make sense. I mean, these are the things that make up a lifestyle. You got to leave the gym feeling like you accomplished something. It's about what you've got in your heart. It's about what you can put into a set. It's about how far you want to go.
You learn more from failure than you ever will from success. If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way to fucking make it happen for you. But, you know, going to the gym, it's not about like checking the box, paid my dues today. I go in there and I find it's self-discovery. You know, it's like there's something about that 8th rep when you can't do it, you know? I think if you do anything in life, you've got to believe in it, you know? You can't fake it. There's enough wannabes and copycats in the world. You know, when somebody's original and they really believe in what they're doing, it shows. If you're gonna do anything, do it because you want to, because you believe in it.
And the cornerstone of old school bodybuilding is art. And people nowadays miss that part because they come to the gym to get big, to grow their ego. Your purpose in the gym is to punish the muscle, is train with intensity, train with volume, focused 100% on what you're doing. Your mind has to be present every second. You have to enjoy the sweat, you have to enjoy the challenge, the way you push yourself further and further pain barriers. Because a lot of guys that would freeze the failure and that's it, they give up. You gotta go as much as you can past failure. Be an artist, don't be a meathead. There are too many of those egos walking around. When you're an artist, your mind is a lot more positive, you think in a clear way, and you achieve a lot more when you have a positive mind. So stop looking around, focus on yourself, keep it positive, be an artist.
Hey, what's up, you fucking savages? So today's over, tomorrow's a new day. Let's wake up tomorrow, let's have some fucking intensity in our lives. Let's go push that iron. That iron's not gonna move itself. Get in there and put in that fucking work. And for me, it's very simple. It's the people that I'm inspiring, the people that I'm motivating. That right there is what pushes me. Every single day I hear something from somebody about how I motivated, how I inspired, and that right there, that's what pushes me.
Living it day in, day out. You know, I'm never stepping out of the shoes of being who I am, and that's Jay Cutler, the bodybuilder.
We all have dreams when they were kids, and you know, for me, I wanted to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to be the top guy in the sport that I thought was going to be my future. And I had it planned for 2 years that I was going to join the gym my 18th birthday and begin my quest straight away as a bodybuilder. And I remember telling her on our first date that I was going to be a bodybuilder. So when I joined the gym, I actually said to her, you know, if you want to see me, you're going to have to join the gym, you know. What motivates you, you know? For me, it's like challenges that people don't think are attainable. People said I'd never be a professional bodybuilder and then I'd never win the Olympia. I'd never win a second time or a third time. You know, I lost the title, came back and won it again. They said, you know, I would never do that.
You have to go in and you have to train at 100%. You have to go to bed every night and say, am I fulfilling the task of being the best at what I do?
Come on. Like a machine. Let's go.
I could care less what anyone thinks at this point. I mean, I'm just focused on being my best.
Come on. There. Halfway there. Go. Stick.
Last year, I shocked the bodybuilding world with my leg development and conditioning. This year, it's to the next level.
Come on. Please. Come on. Drop up. Come on.
I went into every show with the mindset that I was going to win. I never doubted that I was ever going to lose.
I'm coming, man. When I walked out on stage, and I remember days before on Hani looking at me saying, "Holy shit, you're just gonna shock the world," And I walked out on stage that night, and that was for sure the greatest moment of my life, winning the Mr. Olympia. When I came out, I just came out there. I did that fucking quad stomp. The place went fucking crazy.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. first time of today. Today. To dream, need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Of the sun, to dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can
For a lot of people, this is just entertainment. For a lot of people, this is just something to talk about for the moment. And then tomorrow there'll be something else. For the people that are getting ready, as the athletes, the gladiators that are climbing into the pit or preparing to climb into the trenches, this is everything.
Even if you fail and fail and fail and fail, if you get knocked in your fucking face 10 times, you're not a failure until you quit, motherfucker.
If you're willing to do whatever it takes, you will be successful.
There's no way if you told me when I was 11 years old that I would win more championships than anyone in the history of this company, no way I would have believed you.
This is your game. We can look to any number of things. Oh, I would have done that, but I had this responsibility. Oh, I wouldn't do that, but But what happens when those things do step out of the way? Because in life, it's really always up to you. It's always up to you. It's tremendous power, that just rests in your hands. Always. Tremendous power, whether you're a king or a slave.
The hardest part about becoming the strongest version of yourself is giving up lower forms of yourself.
Do whatever it takes. Reach your goals. Make your dreams come true in whatever it is in life. And you can always do more.
Are you guilty of this? Worry. Next time you walk down the street or you're on a bus or a streetcar, you see what I'm talking about. You see the people with their long faces, they're out of condition, but they have everything. They have all the money in the world and all these modern conveniences. What's the matter with the people? This is what I think. People have gotten so far away from the natural way they should be living that they have lost the ability to be happy anymore.
Force yourself to still do the things that are important, to see your dream realized and not sabotage yourself. Because when it gets difficult, it's not about just wanting to take pretty pictures. There's a part of it that's ugly, and you gotta be just as ugly, because it's part of you. Yeah. It's a part of you that's not pretty and not nice and doesn't fit in so well, but you find a way to use it and challenge to do something that helps you build something beautiful.
You can be a pussy if you want to. It's a choice. But you're gonna die a pussy and have to do it all over again. Might as well man up now. Face the heat and grow stronger.
In this sport, it's the guy who can do the most work over the greatest amount of time with the greatest amount of thought and a plan put in place that's going to come out on top. If you say you want to get better and you say you want to be the best, you're going to have to outwork the best, good genetics or not.
I have a
inner confidence that I have never really totally understood.
On the next number, let your eyelids open and you are then ready, determined, motivated, inspired to take your physical self beyond any previous point of accomplishment. Number 5, eyelids open now.
Do the job right or don't do it at all. That's the same person who has his hand raised on the podium one day. Same motherfuckers.
So you're not a champion by birthright. You're not a champion by gift. You're not a champion because somebody can grandfather you in or somebody else pays the price for you. The person becomes a champion because they make the decisions each and every day.
What do you do when no one's watching? If you do it then, I guarantee you, you'll be doing it when everyone's watching.
If you ask me if I'd travel all the roads, log all the miles, hop on all the flights, all the sleepless nights, all the surgeries, all of the injuries, the metal rods in my teeth, all of it. If you ask me if I'd do it again, in a heartbeat.
People wake up in the morning, they're tired. They go to bed at night, they're tired throughout the day. And then, life doesn't hold much in store for anyone when you're tired all the time.
He's not gonna be satisfied with your bullshit performance here on Earth if you don't take some fucking chances. Grow some balls. Put yourself in desperate situations just so you can grow. That's when you produce your greatest work. That's when you become the strongest version of yourself. If you have an easy road towards becoming the strongest version of yourself, trust me, you haven't gotten started.
The more you put into anything, the more you get out.
Life is good, y'all. Life is good.
See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed.
If you want to make up your mind that you are a soldier and this life is the battlefield, you can win it. Every morning, this is the thing. Every day is the battle. Not tomorrow or yesterday, but today. Win today's battle and you have life made up.
And anything in life is possible. Make it happen.
So maybe the answer for you is, Mr. I don't have good genetics, is to raise the bar on your expectations and get off your ass and do something about it. If you keep working, you'll catch up. It may take you 5 times, 10 times, 50 times as long to achieve what they achieve, but over a long enough timeline, you can surpass them. That's the reality of it.
I've been training an hour. I better not train any longer because I'm gonna be overtraining and I'm gonna fucking tear my muscles down. That's for lazy fucking people to say that shit.
I'm excited about doing the work, y'all, because the work is power. There's power in the work. There's power in the work because, man, you're working for a purpose. Man, I'm not just working for the sake of just working, but I'm working with purpose in mind. There's a reason on the other side of this. And anybody out there that knows what I'm talking about, has a dream and is actively invested in working towards seeing it realized, touch your neighbor and say there's power in working towards your dream.
My name's Nick Scott. At the age of 16, I was in a car accident. My left front tire blew out and I was ejected out of the driver's side window and my own car hit me in the back. The next thing I know, I woke up with my mother by my side and the doctor just came in and he bluntly told me that my football days were over and I would never walk again. And I realized that life is about to change. Goal was to walk again.
Yeah, come on, man, come on, buddy. That's what I'm talking about.
the biggest question people ask me is like, if you could go back, would you take it back and not be in the wheelchair? And the answer is simple. No, I wouldn't take it back.
I just knew in my heart that I'm gonna shock the world.
I saw this kid backstage with this great physique. He had all the tools to be the best, and I knew it was just a matter of time before he would be up there.
He goes, "Hey man, are you sponsored?" And I said, "No." He said, "You should be." And I was like, and everyone was like, "Dude, like Jay Cutler just talking to Phil Heath?" Because Jay wouldn't talk to nobody. He goes, "Phil, I see everybody around the world. I wouldn't tell this to anybody." And I was like, "Come on, man, you know, like don't BS me, you know what I'm saying?" He's like, "No, I wouldn't, I believe."
Phil's one of those guys, like I said earlier, has all the right tools, and with the right heart, he's a very dangerous bodybuilder.
What sets him apart from the rest is the fact that he's got genetics, he's coachable, and he's also got the drive. So when you stack those three things together, you get somebody who's going to progress very, very quickly.
You know, sometimes it's not about the battle, it's about the war. You know, and the war is to become Mr. Olympia.
The fact that obviously he's very genetically gifted, you know, I mean, that nickname of his, The Gift, you know, fits him to a T. He's probably the most genetically gifted bodybuilder I've ever worked with, and I've worked with, you know, hundreds and hundreds of bodybuilders.
Kind of know what it feels like to have all these emotions, different places. And now there's only one more spot to go, and that's to be number one. At the end of the day, I mean, I definitely want my name to be called the new Mr. Olympia. I try to visualize it a lot. Just expect it to be a war and feel he's ready to fight. Coming to win.
I got 5th. I'm not 5th, but I was tonight, and that's just the way it is. That's bodybuilding. I just gotta bounce back. I mean, you know, measurement of a man is not how you win, it's what happens when you lose and, you know, what you do after that. So we'll see what kind of man I am.
I want to rep, I want to set, I want to work out closer. I remember after placing 5th, I was like, I'm never going to feel this way again. I don't want to feel like that again. So I want to be so good that people remember my name as being one of the top guys.
You know, I was very confident because I just knew in my heart that I'm gonna shock the world. I just remember Jay shaking my hand and just saying, "You're the king now."
Now you are the king.
And when he said that, I just realized, you know what? He's right. If I believe in it, he's right. If I don't believe in it, anything can happen. I could lose this thing next year.
And I just told him, I said, you know what, you know, this is your time. This is what you always wanted.
At the end of the day, my best will always be good enough. It'll always be better. And if anyone wants to challenge it, then I'm not playing around.
Critics are gonna doubt you, and then fans that used to be fans of you, and now you're enemies. It's my job to remind them who the champ really is, and show the freaking world how great I am. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. My time.
Just the fan that he was, he's now living his dream.
You know, I learned from a very young age that no one owes you anything, and ain't nobody gonna give you a damn thing. But you can have anything you want if you work hard enough for it.
You have to go in and have to train at 100%. You have to go to bed every night and say, am I fulfilling the task of being the best at what I do?
If you ever question yourself at a gym which dumbbells to use, always use the ones that can make noise, not the ones that are made to be quiet.
And you have that fierce drive that nothing's gonna stop you. That's what makes you a champion.
There's times when I couldn't get my meals in, and it'd be like 3 in the morning, and I gotta get up at 6 in the morning, and I'm not going to bed till I get that 12th meal in.
People can say what they want. I trained too heavy. I trained stupid leading up to a show. You know what? Too heavy and too stupid already got me 2 wins.
Let's go. 10 more. Squeeze. 1. Contract the man. 2. 4. Destroy some shit. Tear up some shit. Terminate this shit. And don't come out until you accomplish your mission.
Maybe I wasn't born with the best genetics, but there's something to be said for hard work. So, you can say, keep your gifts. I work hard. I know how to work real hard.
Come on. Come on, one more. Easy. Come on.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it.
This is like a foundational movement. This is the altar for bodybuilding. This is your church. This is a separate sport. Squatting is a separate sport from bodybuilding. The sport of squatting is what it should be like.
This is where life and death pass in front of your eyes. You've got to give it that much and demand that much. And when you do, the nice thing about when you do demand that much, you grow.
That's the pure. This is the altar. This is where life and death takes place. This is where you genuflect and your life should pass in front of your eyes. And it's just you and no help. Not the help of your hands, not the help of a special bar. It's just you out there doing it yourself. You have to grow. If you set yourself up this way, there's no choice but to grow.
Thank God for strength. You also grow yourself. You have to grow. If you set yourself up this way, there's no choice but to grow.